this is actually, I've had these photos printed for a while, and I've sort of been putting off scrapbooking them because part of me is a bit weird about it, but it's anyway. So these photos were actually taken at Jennifer's daycare when she was like, I think she was 3. They had a dress up day, and you could dress up in whatever you wanted, out of, the play box, out of the dress up stuff. And Jen dressed up in a wedding dress with a veil. Now, that is hilarious. On one hand, it's hilarious. The other hand, it's just, I don't know, it's just odd. But anyway, these photos were printed out from daycare. They gave them to me, and I've had them sitting there for ages, and I just haven't scrapped them. But when I saw this collection, I thought, you know what? I was feeling like I needed a bit of floral, a little bit of sort of the more muted tones. So I pulled out, what did I use? I used Vintage Photo. I was going to go ahead and use some of the Tattered Rose and the Milled Lavender, but I pulled it up at the Vintage Photo. Now, this wood background is a LEMONCRAFT. It's from, the maker is LEMONCRAFT, and it's from a paper pad called Wood and Patterns. And I will have the exact number listed in the description below for you in case you're interested in getting it. I actually bought this paper pad I bought quite a while ago, FYI. I bought it from, where'd I get it from? Scrapbook Fantasies I bought it from. So if you're an Aussie and you're looking for, they stock some LEMONCRAFT papers, and they are beautiful, and they're nice and thick, and I love their florals. They're just gorgeous. So I really, really like the different LEMONCRAFT. Anyway, I bought some, this one being wood and patterns. So it's got wood patterns on one side of the 12 by 12, and on the other side it's got lace. So all different kinds of embroidered lace and some finer lace, and it's hands down, I'd have to say, in the last 12 months, I think I'm down to like my last 4 sheets out of that paper pad. And I have to say, I don't finish paper pads very easily unless I set my mind to it. And truthfully, it was one of those paper pads that just seems to work for a lot of my photos that I have scrapped in the last 12 months. So there you go. Now you can see me here. I'm putting together my title. I've got my offset, and I've gone through with some, what did I use? I used milled lavender. No. Yeah, I did. I used milled lavender and Vintage Photo, and I just blended them across. You saw me do that. And now I'm adding them to my offset, which was a 0.97 offset, which is slightly larger than I normally would use, but I thought I would need that separation of the white so that the title really popped when it got onto that wooden background. That's why I did that. Now, you just saw some pencils in my hand. They are some Stabilo All pencils. I have just purchased 3 black ones and 3 white ones. I will be using those in videos coming up so you can see what they're all about. And yeah, although I got to say, they were not easy to get my hands on. Now, I did a little bit of stenciling in the background, not for the pop value of it. It was more for the fact that it added a bit more texture. So I didn't want to curl up and use lots of foam tape and all that sort of thing. I didn't want to do that too much on this layout because every so often, as I say to you guys, oh, sorry, I nearly sneezed. That would have been so loud if I did. Oh, let's hope. The old allergies are playing up. Okay. Hopefully that's gone. Sorry. So I didn't want to use lots and lots of foam or chipboard or anything like that. I wanted this layout to be a more a much more flat layout. That's where I wanted to go with this. So I really enjoyed it. I did give in and I did put some foam behind the photos. And the reason I ended up doing that is because the texture in the stencil that I used, which is a KAISERCRAFT flowers, I think it's called wildflowers, something like that. I've had that for ages. I don't even know if you're going to be able to get it anymore. But anyway, so the stenciling is meant to just be a little bit of texture in the background that doesn't really pop out at you, but it adds one of those extra elements to the layout that I guess it just peeps through. And sometimes on a layout, when it comes to creating a layout and getting it to look balanced, sometimes so I fussy cut these flowers, right? Oh, sorry, this sneeze is destined to get me, I swear to God. Okay, do you reckon I can make it through 10 more minutes? Not even 10 minutes. Okay, I'll sneeze after I press stop. Now, I fussy cut these flowers. These flowers were from... Where did I get those from? They were... I'm trying to think where I got them from. I know I'm down to... This is almost all that I have left of them. I know that. I didn't write them down. What was I thinking? And I cannot rummage through my bin to get it because I'm voiceovering these videos that I actually created about 5 days ago. So if you can imagine, you're a scrapbooker. Imagine what my bin looks like right now. There's no way I can scavenge through. I'm thinking, I don't know. I will have a look because I know I did put the leftovers in the cupboard. Actually, you know what? Bear with me. I'm going to grab it because it's going to bug me pretty badly. Give me half a second. Can I put my hand on them? Yes, I can. Here we go. I grabbed it really, really quickly. It was it is a LEMONCRAFT piece. I thought it was for some reason, I thought the florals came from a different brand, but they didn't. They came from the LEMONCRAFT papers, and they are on the back of, I will write that down before. Sorry about the bag, guys. That was very loud, no doubt. So the flowers were cut out off the back of one of the lace pieces. So that's the flowers that I chose. I wanted to keep this quite muted, and yeah, I love it. I think it come together nicely. These are all some cut apart pieces that were on the back of this sheet. Now I'm adding in those extra bits of wood, those wooden circles. They were just fussy cut as well, but to help make everything pop, I'm going around everything with vintage photo, so it gives you that automatic shadow. That's the effect that it gives. And I know sometimes, I'll be honest with you, sometimes fussy cutting is too much. Sometimes you may not be a fussy cutter. You may be one of these people that go, I just get square corners on everything and I cannot for the life of me fussy cut. I'm going to tell you now, practice makes you better. I've got to try and think of a way to word that, because I think you guys need to hear that it is completely doable, 100% doable. I started off, I might actually find some stuff that I fussy cut, and I'm going to pop it up. I'm going to do that. I'll find some stuff that I fussy cut way back when and show you the then and now. And you'll be like you'll honestly look at it and go, really? That was not you. But trust me, it was. At the end of the day, this is one of those things where you just need to practice it, and it comes together. Another little secret as well, if you run around everything with some ink, it doesn't have to, if you don't have distress oxides, don't stress, just a distress ink, just a dye based ink. There's Catherine Pooler out there, Simon Hurley inks. These are the ones that I know that are good. Catherine Pooler. I have used the KAISERCRAFT inks to go around the edges of things, and I find that they're fine for that. What else is there? There's, any kind of ink. Give it a crack. It hides so much. It really does. The other little trick is, if you really do it and you go, I really don't like it, another helpful hint is fussy cut your 12 by 12 sized florals or whatever it is that you're cutting out. If you have a 6x6 paper pad, they are a miniature version, so they shrink down not only the paper to 6x6, but they shrink down the size of the pattern on the paper as well. So fussy cutting from a 6x6 paper pad is not for the ill of heart. The faint of heart, I should say. They are a little harder, but as you can see, these florals are really big, and they weren't difficult to cut out. The leaves that you can see there, they're not difficult to cut out. And do what I'm doing here. Cut these leaf stems into 2 or 3 and round off the top one so that you think, oh, okay, that's the very top of the leaf sprig. So you can't tell if it's been chopped out or anything like that. Trust me, it works. These helpful tips will help you when it comes to fussy cutting. Now, as you can see, that leaf I just put at the top there, that was literally cut out of the middle of the leaf sprig, and you can't even really tell. So give it a crack. Trust me, just give it a crack, and don't just do it once. Grab a couple of, though, we've all got them. The really ugly papers that we have. We all have them, let's be frank. And don't go straight to your latest release stuff to start fussy cutting. Pull out some of your older papers that, look, in fairness, you've been sitting on them for ages, let's be honest, because I've done the same thing. And start with those. And if you get some janky corners, maybe you need different scissors. I know that made the world of difference to me. As soon as I switched it up and I invested in the Tim Holtz mini snips, game changer. They have a slight tooth to them, not like they're slightly, it assists you when you're cutting to stop. So you have more control over where you stop and start. Therefore, you can fussy cut a little bit smoother. And the other tip I can say, and I know people say it and you go, well, how do you do that? Only move, if you're right-handed, you'll have your scissors in your right hand. Only move your left hand. Your left hand does all the turning work. And your scissors, if you hold them still, you'll get a nice, smooth, curved cut. And that's what allows florals and stuff to be cut with relatively smooth edges. So I thought I was ready to do the show over the top thing, and then I remembered I was going to put a little word strip on that love heart on the left hand side. So I pulled this lot out. This is I think it's Jen Hadfield, some stickers and pebbles. Sorry, I lied. Pebbles, stickers, and I trimmed this down to the point of crazy, like crazy thin, just so it didn't overtake. And it's just a cute little phrase, and I absolutely love it. So there you go, guys. That is a stack of tips for fussy cutting. This is what my layout looks like. And see, when I turn it, you can see the texture paste in the background, but it's not in your face. Sometimes that's all you need in the background to get you started. So thank you so much for watching. If you have not already subscribed, I post 6 videos a week, and I am here for all the different things, whether it's I've got Facebook and Instagram in the description below. So like, subscribe, all that sort of fun stuff, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye for now, guys.